Hi everyone, it's Agnes, and today's YouTube is about meaningful work or starting something that you love, a business, a YouTube channel, or selling something online, something that you really feel passionate about. Now, this YouTube is dedicated to Sarah G. So you've said exactly that, leaving the 9 to 5. So I want to say a couple of things. Firstly, I really understand that, Sarah. I personally went through that when I would absolutely hate waking up to an alarm clock. It ruined the beginning of my day. I'm a night owl. I really, really, really hated it. So, for starters, I just realized I got my jack plugged into the iPhone and not the Mac. So, hopefully, you can hear me a bit better now. So, yes, starting something that you're passionate about. Think about the things that you love doing just for fun, whether it's cooking or whether it's exercise, being outside, whatever it is. Sit down and see if you can make a list of things that you're passionate about, things that you love doing from when you were small. And that's a place to start. What you loved doing when you were little can often be translated into something that you do now, and you could do it for money, an exchange of time for money for the meet in the beginning, and then hopefully creating something that you don't have to be there all the time. You see, now with the internet, our parents' generation came from you had to exchange time for money, mostly. Okay, you exchange 1 hour of your time and you get 1 hour of money. Now, with the internet and with selling things online and YouTubing, and just there's so many wonderful things you can do just from your home. And if you've got a job you don't like or a job that you want to let go of, you can start something slowly on the side without putting in a lot of money investing. You can start something slowly by really looking at how can I put what I love into something that gives people a result, or that gives people some pleasure, or that solves a problem for them, or that makes their lives a little bit better. So if you can answer some of those questions, that's a starting point. Secondly, look at the things about where you're at right now, whether you're working in a job or working in a business or whatever you're doing. Look at all the things you don't like about it. Write those things down. I don't like that it starts early. I don't like that I have to get on a train and travel for an hour. Write down the things that you don't like. From that, it will tell you what you do like. So not waking up with an alarm clock was something I really wanted to do because I like sleeping in and waking up gently and naturally without that blaring thing in the morning, which means I have to get up and go and do something for somebody else. So that to me was a real pet hate. And that was the basis of changing what I was doing. I was also working physically a lot, climbing ladders, moving furniture. I was doing styling in homeware stores across Sydney. And although I loved the creativity and I loved moving around in different locations and I was well paid, I was physically exhausted because as I was getting older, moving furniture was getting harder and harder. So, although parts of my job were good, it was reducing the parts I didn't like and changing the parts I didn't like into something that would be just physically much easier for me. So I'm giving you that example so you can start to look at what don't I like about my job? What don't I like about my circumstances? I personally don't like working with a lot of people. I don't really want to be around people. I like working in my own space. So for me, YouTube was kind of an obvious thing. I liked being creative. I love that about my job, but I can be creative on YouTube now. So it was picking those elements out and going, okay, what can I do that has the elements of this job that I like, but then the things I don't like about the job, I can remove and then make that part better. Okay? So try and sit down, do your little list. Things you loved as a child That's a starting point. Second thing, things you really dislike about where you are now. And then from that list, you will then get an idea of certain things. It will start to give you an outline, okay? I'm going to do more of these videos because I know many of you are creative, or even if you're not creative, you'd like to be, or even if you're not creative at all and it's not your thing, that you'd like to start your own thing or be in a job or work that you prefer. So this is part one. I will be doing more. I'm going to put down in the description a few things that you might like to look at that might be helpful for you in terms of starting to move in that direction and being financially secure, free, and just feeling really great about getting up in the morning and doing what you love and getting well paid. It's possible. It really, really is. So lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.